Okay, we're sort of coming in underneath the moon, but that's fine. An approach is an approach. I'm gonna go back to this because the that visual really isn't helping me. I'm gonna do this way. I'm just gonna do this visually here. Approaching the moon, keeping an eye on my distance. Okay, I see. We're coming in underneath it, sort of at a strange. I don't know what's happening right now, but this is not ideal. But once I get within, let's say 70,000 or so, I will. That's good. That's good. Now I can sort of see my approach angle, sort of that way, maybe more that way. I guess I can see it right here too on my nav ball. That's helpful. So I'm gonna angle toward that and start slowing down. Start bringing myself in for approach because I am at 40,000 meters and I am going rather fast. And these engines are made for efficiency. They're not made to slow me down quickly. So first things first, let's put our solar panels out. I don't know if I'm going to need them yet, but I'm going to put them out. And while we're up here, let's drop our landing legs. Make sure they all go down. Make sure I did my action group properly. Well, we're on approach now. Speed and distance look good. My angle doesn't, but that's because I'm a terrible pilot. But this thing is really wobbly too. Really difficult to control. I thought these little straps that I put on here would be enough, but apparently not. Not great, but that's fine. So we are slowing down, still slowing down. Throat is killing me. I'm gonna take a drink. I apologize for the weird noises. Finally getting over whatever horrible disease that was I had yesterday. And a couple days before that. It wasn't fun. It was not pleasant. But I survived. Of course, I'm a zombie now, but that's okay. I always like zombies. Alright, you know what? We've slowed down enough. I'm gonna throttle back a little bit. I can maintain 180 for a little while. Once we come into 10,000 meters or so. Actually, I might cut thrust altogether and speed up time a little bit. We'll accelerate a little bit more thanks to the gravity of the moon, but that was all going too slowly for me. So I'm liking this distance. This is better. So we'll slow down here a little bit. Get ourselves in a better position. Alright, we're doing, once we get down to about 100 meters per second, I think I'll be cut back. And, we'll just let it coast its way in a little bit here. Yeah, this is good. Now, it looks like I would prefer to aim for a flat spot. That would be nice. Like right over there would be perfect. But this thing has the ability to drive around. So, regardless of, as long as I don't land somewhere I can't get out of, like a really deep crater, like somewhere over there, I don't know if I could get up that. I should be able to maneuver back to where I need to go. Drive this thing to wherever I want to set up my base. And it looks like we're just coming in nice and easy right now. Go ahead and cut thrust. Not sure what my descent trajectory looks like, but it looks like we're coming in almost straight up and down, which is fantastic. Which is actually going to put me weirdly on the horizon of my nav ball instead of at a pole, but that's okay. Can handle that. So we are now approaching the moon. Let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit more. I don't actually know how far until the surface of the moon, so maybe I should slow it down a lot. Because that could be 3,000 meters off the, whatever sea level is on the moon. So we'll slow it down a little bit more. I'm guessing that's 3,000 meters or so. It seems like everywhere I land on the moon is 3,000 meters. I've got plenty of fuel left. Lots of fuel. In fact, I could even correct myself a little bit. Try not to land on the edge over there. Try to move myself a little bit toward this flat area. I like that. That's good. I will correct the other direction because I overcooked that one just a little bit. I'm actually going to end up in a different crater now. Sort of all I've managed to accomplish was I'm going to land in a different crater. Trying to control my wildly flailing vessel. Alright. I may have shot myself in the foot here. I appear to be going toward another crater. And every time I try to correct, I just end up worse off than I was before. I think that might have done it. I think I could be okay now. I'm going to land sort of in this area, which is better than the middle of that crater I was looking at a minute ago. So, let's get everything straight and level. Put our engines on so we're slowing down a little bit. I want to come in at a decent speed. Frankly, I'm just excited to be here. Alright. Trying desperately to correct to get to the right. I do not want to turn RCS off. To get to the right angle here. There we go. So let's kill our thrust. Try to bring it in lightly. Gently. Gently. This is kind of nerve-wracking. I'm not talking a lot, but usually I talk too much, so it's probably better this way. Alright. Now we're coming in at a good... Wow, that's a good angle. I like that. That's really good. I like that a lot. Slow it down. There's our shadow. Try to keep it about 5 meters a second. Just right about there. We'll slow down a little bit more to about 3 once we get real close. Slow it down a little more. Yeah, we're coming in. And cut engines. Yeah, yeah, yes! I'm so excited. Oh, I know I shouldn't be that excited, but I'm very excited. I made it. This is my first successful rover landing on the moon. No idea how exciting this is for me. I've fired many things at the moon, and they usually blow up. But I've made it. So now, well, now I have to successfully detach. So, first things first, I'm going to retract my landing legs. Like so. Now, my next stage is actually separating from these fuel cells, whatever they are, fuel container things. So I'm going to, here, I just hope this works, detach, as like such, and then hopefully roll away by driving through my own debris. That's fine, as long as it doesn't blow a tire, because I do not have an engineer. Let's go ahead and stop. Stop. There we go. Stop. Back up a little. There we go. Just go that way. There we go. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we are clear. Fantastic. Slow down, though, because I'm going downhill. That's not the greatest thing, but I'm clear. I'm free. Lights on. Yes, my red lights. And we are still going downhill. I don't want to roll this thing. It's got a pretty high center of gravity. I really don't want to roll it. But I do want to drive around quite a bit. Because that's very exciting. I don't know where to go, to be honest. But the great thing is it doesn't... If I get the option to explore part of the moon, I can just drive there now. It'll take years and years, but... This is so thrilling for me. I'd like to get to a flat... somewhere off of this crater. I'm thinking down here. Slowly, though, because I can't afford to roll this thing now and lose. What a horrible-looking machine. What a terribly... This is just ugly. But hey, that's what happens when you have me design something. It's gonna be ugly. But this is fantastic. Jebediah is safely on the surface of the moon. I'm gonna have to hire a new pilot because he's the only one I've got. And I will never be able to get anyone back up here. But you know what I say? I say phase 1 of the moon base is complete. I didn't apparently satisfy any contracts, really. I have to fulfill the whole darn thing to get credit for it, but that's fine. I'll find a way to make money. You know, there are ways. But I'm gonna start setting this thing up, and as soon as I have something worth putting up, I'll share it with you guys. Wish me luck, and as always, best of luck to you, Kerbal Knots. Keep firing those engines at full. That was... What does that mean? That was terrible.